I am on my way to meet up somebody that I know. I've known through church for a couple years. She is amazing, and I can't wait till y'all meet her. She is a real estate agent, and today we're gonna collaborate. I'm gonna, shoot some content. She's showing a house. I want to also interview her. I want y'all to get to know her a little bit. But yeah, let's do this. All right, so welcome to another episode of Let's Talk. For today, I have somebody dear to me, Alycia.
Yep.
We just did a walkthrough of a house, of this particular house.
Yes.
But listen, I want to talk about real estate.
Okay, let's talk.
Is that cool?
Works for me.
All right, so I've been meaning to ask you because you got into this about how long ago?
This is my 11th year.
11 years?
Yeah.
How is that? I mean, it's 11 years. Has that hit you yet?
No. Well, before this, I used to do sales in the photography world.
Okay.
And I worked for Sears Portrait Studio. I mean,
okay.
Everyone has telling my age, because we all had those Sears pictures on the wall.
If you don't know what that is, firstly, you're very young. Google it away.
Yeah. So I worked for Sears Portrait Studios. I was a district manager there.
Okay.
And then sadly, they went out of business. And so then I worked for a company called Mom 365, and I was their district manager, and they did all newborn photography in the hospital.
Now, were you selling or were you taking the photographs?
I was, at Sears, I was doing everything because I was still young. Yeah, I was really young. And so
retail experience.
Yeah, it's like a good retail job. I didn't come in college. Can't do this. And so then I was just really good at it. So I was taking pictures, selling pictures. And then I got promoted to manager, and then another man, and then another, and eventually district manager.
So it got you into that leadership role little by little.
Yeah, it really got me into corporate America.
Okay.
And so then I went to Mom 365, where I was a district manager. I did not really take pictures there, but I did teach people how to sell. Your typical district manager does. So
overseeing the business,
really corporate America, right? Okay. And then a word that I did not know at 24, youngest district manager in the company.
Okay.
But a word I did not know, that word is called furlough. You know what furlough means?
We don't want that word.
It means you work here, but we ain't paying you.
Which is the whole point of working here. Yeah. We are not. This is not a volunteer.
No, it was not a volunteer position.
Yeah.
So either way, God is good, because that furlough allowed me to take the leap of faith and get my real estate license. And here we are 11 years later.
Do you think, had the furlough not happened, that you would have been doing this?
No, I was living my dream. I was young. I had a lot of money.
That's a word for somebody.
Yeah. That's what I wanted to do. My degree in business management.
Okay.
I was doing the job.
You were doing the thing you set out to do.
The job I set out to do. I had a 401k.
Career, the money.
I was, and also I was a remote worker before COVID.
What was the thing?
I had a cushy experience there. Like, I was working by the pool. Like, it was living the life. Why would I give that up?
And then guys like,
I said, shake it. Shake that up.
The plans.
Yeah.
But we know the furlough led you here.
Yeah, absolutely.
But what made you say real estate is it? Or did you just happen to stumble?
Well, someone had planted that in my ear when I was selling pictures at Sears before I became a district manager.
Yeah.
Like, you're really good at sales. You should sell something not like pictures, like houses.
Okay, so it was planting the seed.
Yeah, and then my sister started getting into real estate and looking into it.
Okay.
And I said, you know what? Let's do it together. Mm-hmm. And so I jumped in, taking over her thing, all big sistery.
I'm an older sister.
I'm the oldest. So I was like, oh, give it to me. And so I stepped in and got my license, but it did motivate her to get her license. Like, okay.
Like,
at one point we both had our real estate license. So so that was 11 years ago. And so here I am, very different market now than it was 11 years ago.
Absolutely. Now, you're a mom, and you became a mom throughout the course of those years. How was that transition, and what has allowed you to continue to do that?
Sure. So Because of the way I became a mom was not traditional.
Okay.
I went from 0 kids to 2 kids, and then a couple months later to 3 kids.
That's a big jump.
It was. Real estate really was helpful because of the flexibility of the job. But also I thank God for my kids because they made me have to have a work-life balance.
Yeah.
When it was just me, and even when it was just me and my husband,
Yeah.
I had no work-life balance.
Work.
I was just working. But when you become a mom and you have children, they will not allow you to be that way.
Yeah, it forces you to
make some decisions. So I made some decisions, and it's just funny you even mention that, because even having our youngest child has made that even more hard pause on my real estate. Just being so thrown into my transactions and just having to set those boundaries that I do not naturally set.
That's a key word, boundaries.
It is, yeah. And I'm not a natural boundary setter. I'm actually, I can do it. Yeah, I can do it. Yeah.
You're seem like
yeah.
No, it's okay to say no.
It is. I'm learning that.
It's hard.
Okay. Yeah.
It's so hard.
It is hard, but it is okay. And you know what? Someone said something to me that I've been really holding on to. It's be uncomfortable in the moment and say no, then say yes and have long-term resentment.
That's deep.
Yeah.
Say it again.
Well, okay, I will try. That's it. Let's say no in the moment and have that uncomfortable moment.
In that moment.
Instead of saying yes and having that long-term resentment.
That part.
Because you say yes things you really don't want to do.
Yeah.
And then you're mad.
Then you're like, yes, like why didn't I say no?
Yeah. Driving to Virginia Beach for this thing. And it's like, well, just say no.
And it's okay to say no.
It's okay. And something else that God has actually been working with me on is in my no, someone else can say yes.
That.
Because I'm standing in the way of something that someone else is actually supposed to do.
That is their spot. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what they were supposed to do. Now, why are you all over it?
That's great perspective.
These are all new things that are happening.
As we go.
As time is going on.
So we're maturing in wisdom.
Yeah, and the Lord is talking and saying, there is no spiritual gift called busyness.
Ooh.
Yeah. So
and it's okay to rest.
It's okay.
The Sabbath is a gift.
It is.
Yeah.
I think it's a gift I need to stop saying no to. Yeah. I need to say yes to the Sabbath, no to some other stuff.
Yes.
Yeah.
So let me ask you, do your kids know and understand what it is you do in real estate?
Oh, my kids are my business partners.
How so?
Okay. Cool. Okay. So actually I closed the house on Thursday and my kids got on the payroll with me to do the final wipe down. So before the person takes the house, I like to go and just wipe everything down, and do a little bit of Swiffer mop and whatever. And so my kids are 13, 12, and 11. And so I said, Tag, you're it. Here's what you're being
part
paid.
Of the business.
You're part of the business. Because they've been with me. They've done open houses with me. They go to showings with even Silas at 3 months. No. He was 6 weeks old. Is in the little thing.
The carrier.
In the carrier strapped to me at a closing table. And that's why I love real estate. I mean, what?
You could do that.
I could do that.
And it's okay.
Yeah.
The house is being sold.
He's been to this house.
So they're really involved in the business.
Yeah, they are. Even when I came here for this house to put it on the market, they were like, "Where's Silas?" I'm like, "He's with his guests." Like,
listen, we came here for the house and the baby.
Yeah, it's like, come on, where's the baby? So yeah, they're really they're involved and they're learning. In the homes that we've closed on, I've actually made the older ones come to those closings, and they were so bored. But just so they can be a part of understanding what it is, the difference between renting and owning, and what does it mean that this is actually our property?
Teaching them young.
Yeah.
Now, is there one that you're noticing? I'm sensing they're inclining themselves a little bit to this industry, or
quite the opposite. There are ones who said, one of my kids told me, I could do this job, all these jobs, and then they said, but I would never sell houses. It's so boring.
They said it's boring?
Probably from their perspective.
Yeah, because
I just told you I brought them to closing.
That's true. Like, this is not as fun.
Yeah.
Not as fun.
Yeah, but they are part of the business because I think it's important. I mean, to me, if I could do life over, I would get into real estate as an 18-year-old and I would jump in at 18.
Right off the bat.
Yeah, because it's one of those things where you can make a lot of income. It's changed the way I think about money. I'll watch these game shows now and they'll be like, the prize is $10,000. I'm like, I ain't enough. That's not enough for that. And so I do want that for them to understand that there is power in ownership. And, you know, that's biblical.
Yes.
We're called to be lenders, not borrowers, right?
Right.
And so there's power in ownership. And some of our great founding fathers in the faith were owners,
Yes.
you know? So I want them to have that mindset and be able to do those things and be able to just know, even if it's not in real estate, but know what it is to have a business, to take pride in what you do,
Yes.
and to show up and do all things unto Christ. And what does that
Yes.
actually look like?
And you're modeling that for them.
I hope so.
Being able to that work-life
Yeah.
balance, which I know it's hard to do.
Yeah.
But you're also your work ethic and showing up for your clients. So they're taking it in probably far more than you imagine.
Yeah. Well, they're taking everything more than we imagine, right?
Yeah.
So I do hope that they're getting down some good notes on how to do things well, right? Because that's what I want them to do.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So tell me, what is your favorite part of real estate? Like, of all the things that you do, what part of your life, this is my favorite?
The people.
The people.
I love the people.
Are you an introvert, extrovert?
I am an extrovert by nature. I get energy from people. COVID was very hard for me. I have an introverted husband, and he was like, "This is the life." And I'm like, just gonna ride around rolling and look at the people because you know, I get my energy I'm able to from people. Yeah, like I get charged up by being around people. And so the people is my favorite part. Okay. Being around the people.
It's important.
Yeah.
It's a people job.
It's a people job. Being around the people, people trusting me and helping them make decisions. I mean, I take that to heart. I love it. I just love honestly, and I'm not, you know, I'm obviously a Christian, but I'm not, fire and brimstone when I talk to people, but my goal is to show Christ in all the ways that I show up.
That part.
And so being able to, in my mind, plant those gospel seeds by my actions. And even by saying, "Hey, I can't do anything until after church," and then they
know what that means.
Yeah, then she goes to church and she's putting that first, and then when my conduct matches my words, that's important to me.
You're modeling Christ through your work.
Yeah, that's what we're all supposed to do.
Yeah.
We're all, what does Paul say? My coworker in the faith. So that's what we're all supposed to do. And so I just pray that I do that while I go in front of the people. Yeah. Yeah.
Now, what part would you say is because we all have a chore and a task that we're like, if I could give that to someone else, what would that be?
I have that one ready.
What is it?
It's the paperwork, man. I don't mind the contracting. I love negotiating. Negotiating is really fun to me. I really enjoy negotiating. But there's parts of real estate where it's like, turn this paper into this person and turn this document into the part that you never see. But the background, admin work.
Yes, the admin work.
I cannot stand admin work. That's just not my gift.
It's not.
There are people where you're gifted in that way.
Gifted administration.
Yes. And you can pay someone to do that. And I do.
And I bet you it is an introvert. Introvert.
Yes, I love that. And I love my transaction coordinator. Hey, I love them because they do. I went a time where I didn't have them and I had 6 deals at the same time.
That's a lot of paperwork.
It is. And so then we have the system and it tells you how many tasks you have to do and to turn in all the paperwork. And it said, you have 192 tasks. And I said, I tapped
You're done. Can't do it. Get somebody else to do it.
I think it's also I might have a little touch of that ADHD and just start sitting down and
focusing on the task.
I don't want to do that. Once I write the contract, once I negotiate it, I just want. I'm just ready for the next one. I want someone else to
do that, and you can do that.
Yeah, someone else file the papers. I don't want to file the papers.
You have the flexibility to do that.
Yeah, and there's a person who does that, and they get paid, and I would pay them double, honestly.
As long as you don't have to do it.
They were like, "Can I get double?" I'm like, absolutely.
There you go.
Yeah,
don't get no idea.
Yeah. We won't sit the star, but.
But okay, as we close this out, for somebody who is thinking about joining, this type of business or is considering it, regardless of age, because am I wrong? You can start this at any age?
Yeah, whatever.
Okay. Yeah. What words of wisdom or advice would you want to give them?
So prior to having Silas, when we talked about how that changed my business, one of the ways to change my business is I used to run a team of agents.
Okay.
And when I had Silas, it was just very important to me to spend that time as he was really little with him and not be in charge of other people's finances.
Okay.
So what do I say? This is the thing that I've always say to real estate agents or people who want to get into real estate. Do not ride the real estate roller coaster. This is not a job where I've done all the work, now I get my paycheck.
Yeah.
This is a job where you can do everything right You can do all the things that you're supposed to do to get your paycheck, and you still don't get a paycheck.
Wow.
Just the
realities
just
of
the
it.
nature of the game, right? And so because of that, if you say, oh my goodness, someone just wants to buy a $500,000 house, I'm so excited. And you get excited when they show up and they don't want to buy it, or when they find out that their best friend just got their real estate license, or when it's just all the things that can happen, or it turns out their financing isn't as strong as you wanted, or these are people's real lives. So when they're in their bedroom having their late night pillow talk and you're not a part of it, and unfortunately neither is your paycheck part of that conversation, if you ride that roller coaster and get really, really happy, then you're going to crash really, really hard. So I just say one thing, and not to be super spiritual, but one thing is that some trust in horses, some trust in chariot, we call on the name of the Lord.
Right.
I do not know how you do this job without just knowing, hey, Jehovah Jireh, he's my provider.
He's got you.
He's got me. He knows that we like air, and he knows that we like light. He knows that we want to eat.
Yeah.
If you don't have that, I think it's very challenging, and you will try to get into that ride the roller coaster kind of thing.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay. And one last thing.
Sure.
And this will be the last one.
The last thing.
So where do you hope, because you've obviously been doing this a long time.
Sure.
From where you're at, what are you hoping to accomplish in this business?
Yeah.
Are you thinking, I'm good where I'm at?
Yeah.
Or what do you envision for yourself in this business?
That's a great question. Actually, it's a right on time question. I really am looking into real estate investing.
Okay.
Taking on more the role of the investor side, and not so much the real estate agent side. I will probably always do that part because I do really enjoy it. I love being with people and helping them and guiding them and making that decision. So just adding that, I'm a licensed loan officer as well.
Okay.
So just adding that other little part of, real estate agent, loan officer, real estate investor. This is the next little hat.
Right. You're just combining everything that you're already equipped with.
Yeah. And so just the advice I give to others, taking it for myself and using that to create something for the Sawyers.
There you go. Building for the family and the kids, and love it.
We got plenty of them. So.
Melissa, I thank you so much, not just for showing me the house, but also taking the time to talk to me. And hopefully you guys got something out of it. Sure. I'm going to include Alicia's information in the show notes. That way, is it okay for them to contact you? They want to buy a house.
Oh,
Questions.
Even questions. You know, I don't. You don't have to be ready to buy a house to talk to me or sell a house. If you just want to talk to me and say, "Hey, I have a question." I'm good for that.
All right. So look in the show description. I'm going to include all of her information. But thank you again for watching. Have a good one.
Thanks.
Bye.